I'm here at Street Truck Garage with Arno, our partner in crime, / auto electrician / assembly / everything. And yes, we're going to introduce you to our biggest build ever, the Unimog. Oh my God, you disappeared. Oh, there you are. Sorry, the greens are so similar, you just disappeared. I thought you got abducted or something. No pressure, oh no, no pressure. There's vanilla under a tree. Down there is Kudu. Fuck, you trying to kill me now, bro? Of course, I'm hanging on the front bumper here, and Anna's trying to shake me off now. Mezzanine level as seen from the Unimog bumper. Are you good, my son? Yeah, other side's good. Down there's a little C10. The Monkmaster 4000. So as you can see, we've got Arno busy bringing the Unimog into its new place for where it's going to be disassembled. Legend driver, thank you Arno, making it happen, baby. So there we go, we have the Unimog, it's in. Let's take a walk around and see what we're dealing with here. I should have actually asked how to open these things. It's inside the bonnet there, you can see the motor. It's a little bit dark actually. The undercarriage in the front, on the passenger side. Those monster springs. Shady cab lifts. Driver side, because it's a left-hand drive. Not a big fan of that angle of that steering. Air tanks. Running a fifth wheel, we have to accommodate with the load bed. Let's go take a look under here. It's the rear diff. These monster cross braces. Size of those drums on the back. Leaking oil. It's because it's come close to the Ford, so obviously it's going to start leaking oil now. Sorry, Unimog. So what happens when you visit Fords. The cab. Pretty straightforward cab. Clocks, steering wheel, air brakes, complicated gear system. That lever there, you got to go forwards or backwards to drive, and that's your high range, low range, and that's your gear stick over there. But yeah, pretty straightforward setup in here. So this is all going to be good pulled off, and then we're going to pretty much stick the F250 cab on here. And then from there, we'll build the bed onto the back and see how it turns out. But that's it. Keep you guys posted. We're going to start stripping this thing soon, and then we can get this cab off and start mocking things up. Guys are busy prepping the cab for paint at the moment. Okay, let's start it up. Got to end the video, at least let you hear what she sounds like. Let's get it in. Damn thing's too big, I can't zoom out enough to show you the whole thing at once.
Let's have a look at the wiring that goes into the cab. Quite a big harness going in towards the instrument cluster. Obviously wiring going down. There I can see the oil pressure center unit down there. And at the back of it is the starter motor. We'll come back to it now. Loom running down here. Water system down there, up there. Wiring going down. Some couple of earths, you can see. Obviously your standard headlights on the Unimog. Couple of nice LED spotlights aftermarket. So that wiring should also take out. Let's just go back to underneath here. The wiring comes down from the cab, and then wiring goes up back into the cab. up there, some thick positive wiring going down there. So I always thought, where is the battery on this truck? So we found it. So I've took out the passenger seat, and it is underneath the seat. Let's get the lights first there. Yeah, so the customer's got 2 batteries in the truck. Quite a big deep cycle Bosch calcium battery in there. I see at the back they got like an isolator switch. The voltmeter inside the cab shows 12.7 volts. All the customers' USBs down here all run on 12 volt. Alright, so there's not a lot of stuff that we have to disconnect, just the top stuff in the cab. To get the wirings, I'm going to pull the wirings out of the cab after I've marked it. And yeah, it's pretty much standard wiring, nothing too difficult. All that wiring will go back into place onto the F250 cluster, switches to the dashboard. Yeah, let's see, it's quite early in the morning still, and let's see by tonight where I am. Alright, so it's the end of the day and the loom has been successfully taken out. The cluster, let's get it out here. So yeah, in there, quite a big loom, standard loom that's in the Unimog with all the extra loom and wiring that was fitted in this thing. Kept me a bit busy. So that loom there is basically all the USB ports and voltmeter and so forth. The fuse box was not the original fuse box, that was like a pirate, well, aftermarket fuse box that the customer fitted, which runs off for the fuses for the USB and USB plugs. So, and then there's also a fuse that supply the fuel pump. Yeah, so all that stuff is disconnected. So that's the instrument cluster I talked about. On the back, pretty much standard tiles, plugs. Right, let's have a look at the loom at the bottom. Right, so yeah, like I said, the majority of the big loom came through there from the instrument cluster. We've taken off the grill and slash small bonnet. Yeah, this is the whole loom. They came out of the cab. This wiring, it goes to your headlights. Yeah, this is the original fuse box it's got in, still old. So we will see, maybe we can convert it to a blade fuse box. Ignition. So tomorrow we're going to lift this cab off this chassis. And that's gonna look it's gonna look, I don't know how it's gonna look, but anyway. Alright, so we're starting stripping the Unimog today, to take the cab off, the electrical wiring out of the cab. We'll start with taking out the cluster, removing the fuse box, marking all the wiring that came off the gauges. The customer's got a couple of USBs and a voltmeter on that side, wiper system, router system, air brake buttons on here that we also have to remove.
Here we are with the Unimog getting ready to lift this cab off. Kidwell, are you ready? Anna, are you ready? Anna's always ready. Check that face, bro. That's why he's here. So we got it strapped up. Gonna lift it up and get it out of here today. Here comes the forklift. There you go. We've removed the cab off the Unimog. Getting ready to take the load bed off. And we can start to deal with all these funny little things here, get them off, and start to see how the F250 cab fits on here. Making progress on the Unimog.
Already coffee on the chassis.
Already coffee's on the chassis, brainstorming. So there we go, disassemble the Unimog. Well, here we are. We've got the Unimog pieces. Well, not pieces. These are pieces we are using for Mockup. As you can see, we want to try to get this thing down another 20 centimeters. Don't care what that is in your funny American numbers. It's 20 centimeters. So we're going to move this air tank. We've got to cut that bracket out over there to drop the gear shifts and everything down. Hopefully we can still keep the old fuel tanks, but we'll have a look at that. Oh no, it's going to see about moving this air tank for us quickly so we can get down here. And then as you can see, we need to go forward a bit because we're going to have to build new gear shifts definitely. And then we want to try to get the back down because we've got to have a 50, no, try to go for 40, but 50 is what they want clearance so that they can hook the fifth wheels. But we'll try to get it down to like 40 so there's extra 100 play. Then first stages of the Unimog Mockup. Won't be here tomorrow. I've given Anna off because it's Women's Day. Using a piece of an old cab for a mock-up here, so we'll see how that goes. Going to use this to cut all the pieces out so when we do it with the final cab we don't damage it. There's that fucking mustard creature. There we have it. The Unimog is semi-mocked up. I'm getting ready now to establish final heights of everything, cut out our templates, move everything that needs to be moved. Stay tuned. Well, today we managed to get the Unimog's cab on, test it out, make sure everything fits and get the ride height sorted out. Looking pretty cool already. Quite a bit of work to get it just to this stage here. Yeah. As you can see with the Unimog, started with the dash. Busy doing the left-hand drive conversion, but we might not be going this route. Client was talking about putting in his old style thing at a different angle like that because likes to be able to see and his gauges are much bigger, so we're gonna do a custom dash instead of trying to make it look like an F dash. We decided it's better just to remove the entire dash as opposed to converting it to a left-hand drive dash. We're going to take out the original Mercedes dash, cut that, modify that and fit that into the truck so that they have the gauges and all the setup that they used to, that they had when they had the Unimog. Then we've got to build a tower up here because we've got this gear lever which is quite high, and actually changing the dash is working in our favor because this used to sit inside the Ford dash. Now it's sitting well under. We've got this one here and then this one here that's not on at the moment, so we've got to get that done. But yeah, as you can see, it's definitely making progress. Getting the dash out, it's been a hell of a story today. And then we've got the rear mounts made for the cab. We're using a stock Ford chassis cross member with its bracing, and we're just waiting for the brackets to fit it that go into the chassis there. Same with the front. We've upgraded the front to some heavy duty bulldozer oil filled cab mounts. Just waiting for the heavy duty bracing that goes from there to the chassis to arrive, and then it can fit those. Pretty much the same with the front there, those are on their way as well. So hopefully in the next few days we'll have the rest of those parts, get this cab finally finished and ready for paint. And it's been painted in like a rubber, so this is the passenger side, well, the driver's side, yeah, but now the passenger side for this one. As you can see, that's kind of how the cluster's going to sit there. Got to move the steps as well that way. And then what we're doing with the load bed, because they want to still be able to pull the trailer. There's no way to put on a load bed but still allow the access for the gooseneck fifth wheel without having an ugly load bed or cutting the bed. So what we're doing for these guys is we're designing the bed that it can be lifted off, so when they want to pull the trailer they just lift the bed, and that way they don't have to use the load bed and if they want to drive the truck around as like a show truck or go to shows and just enjoy it, they can put the bed on, have the bed with the tailgate and a floor, so that all that stuff over here is pretty much hidden and you can use it as a normal truck. We're getting some stacks made. I've got a set of stacks coming up the back here on both sides with the little teapot flappers on, so we're going to have those on the back of this thing as well. And then we have to also just relocate the air tank, and then that will go, more than likely going to shift up here near this section of the cab so that it's out of the way but also serviceable. We've ordered a fuel tank that's coming underneath the rear here. We're going to do a 95-litre fuel tank that sits underneath the rear here. That way we don't have to have any fuel on the side, in the cab, or anywhere near the drivers or the driving compartment. And that's pretty much it for this update. Right now we're still just busy cutting out the other side of the dashboard, and then that will end up in here. But as you can see, it's going to look different to a Ford. That's obviously not the final height of that thing. I've just hooked it up there so it won't fall. But it's going to look different. It's definitely going to be a custom car. It's going to be something really interesting. Can't wait to have it driving again. This is the dash from the old Unimog. This is the driver's side. This is the section that goes down the middle with the passenger side here. So we're basically going to repurpose this, cut this, make it smaller, fit it all in, make it a single unit, clean it up, paint it, and then
putting an F100 load bed on it fits much better than the F250 load bed. Keeping the bottom lights, because the load bed's going to be coming on and off. So therefore, they're keeping the bottom running lights. That way they can lift the bed off when they want to use the fifth wheel and keep it on when they don't. As you can see, we've got it pretty much mocked up now. Got the inside, got the big boss coming today, so he's going to test fit the seat, test fit the steering wheel, make sure he's happy with how all that works. Make sure he likes where the seat placement is, the steering wheel, likes his custom dash. We're going to obviously be cutting a new plate for this here, so we're going to move these gauges on either side. We won't have all these holes, so all that's going to get cleaned up. Still got to put some pedals in there. Busy doing like a light plug box there for a bunch of switches and stuff like that. Then we have to extend the gear levers, bend them in for him. He's going to sit today so we can measure and do all that. But yes, as you can see, she's getting ready. She's going to get painted soon. After today, she can start heading towards the paint and body section and start getting prepped for paint. Final test fit, and yeah. Like I wish it was my truck, man. Damn beautiful thing that's turning out so awesome. Loving it. I'll give you guys another update once he's there. I'm not going to film my client because, yeah, I don't want to film him. But what I'll do is once he's been and we've established where things are, I'll give you guys a quick update and do another quick walkthrough with the truck. And then, yeah, you can check. But as you'll see, there's going to be some... I'll show you the pushing it out, getting the engine painted. Can't see the motor right now, it is painted, but I will put the time-lapse on video in this video here so you can see us painting the motor, giving it its first coat. It's still got to get a complete second coat when the chassis gets painted now, but today's mock-up day for the boss, so we'll take it from there, and then you guys will see what's going on a little bit later. Enjoy. As you can see, the custom dash is busy going in today, the final version of it. We've had a few versions. We've settled on this version. We like it the most. taken the old Unimog dash out. We've had to move the pedal box and everything up a section, convert it to a left-hand drive. So as you can see, we've made quite a bit of progress on this one. It's just getting its final welding in now. The chassis has been hauled outside, motor's being cleaned, getting ready for paint. Just cutting off all the old brackets. Toughest green paint on earth trying to get this stuff off here, but yeah, we're almost there, getting ready to paint this Mercedes-Benz Ford blue. Piss off all the Mercedes-Benz people, but yeah, she'll be Ford blue by tomorrow. Last look at the dashboard. There's a dashboard update. There's Arno looking the hell in. What's wrong, bro? Itchy balls?
My balls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can see our dash is coming along nicely. Engine is green. Tell us something profound.
It's been a marvelous day.
Oh, that's a lie. Dashboard progress. How's it, Jose? Got Arno here busy cleaning the motor, getting it ready to paint. Well, I want to say cleaning because Kidwell did the cleaning, but Arno took the starter off so far. Action shot. What are you busy doing? Explain to everyone out there in YouTube world. What are you busy doing?
No comment.
Ah, okay. Apparently Anna's been receiving death threats from our 361 users. No, we know that's not true. What's wrong, kid? What do you see, woman? Chicks, eh? Stages of the custom dashboard for the Unimog. As you can see, we've pieced together the old Unimog dashboard, done all the spot welding, got to do some more full welding in tomorrow. All the spots are in at the moment, so we can now start to clean up, see what we're going to keep, spot weld what needs to be, fill up all the little gaps, clean it up, and then start prepping it for paint tomorrow.
So this girl will go into primer tomorrow with a new custom dashboard. Obviously left-hand drive, so keep an eye. Looks a bit rough right now, but it won't look that rough tomorrow. Tomorrow will look much better than that. So yes, the end, which is basically the motor, has now been painted. Still got some other parts to still deal with paint-wise tomorrow, but we want to, we've mocked up the load bed on, cut out most of the floor of the load bed, because we've got to accommodate the fifth wheel and what's the opposite of a C-notch? Jeez, I don't know. That's it there. The race suspension has got to come through. Then, yeah, you'll see, you've obviously just seen the footage of the cab and the dash and everything. But as you can see, this is all painted now. Alrighty, Unimog update. Customer's been here, established the heights for the steering wheel where he wants his column. And like I mentioned earlier, we are having a new plate made like this here, so the gauges will be equal on either side of the steering wheel. All the center stuff will be closed up. We're not using this portion here. We're cutting out here. We're putting the air brake handles in here. Then we've got to still get the tunnel done. Then we have a gear shift that has to go here on this one here for the forward reverse function. Then we have the 4x4 section here, and then we have this regular gear shift which is over here. That's going to have like he's going to have a forward column, Ford style 4-speed NP4 type shifter here for that there, like that there. So obviously going to have to stretch it all a little bit more because the Unimog is much bigger. Then up top there we've cut a panel in there. We're basically doing a panel up in the top of the dash here for some light switches and things like that there. So we've got to build that in and box that in this week. Make a bracket for that there. Then we've got to sort out the tunnel. Basically clean it all up, finish all the body work, and then yeah, start to... Obviously gonna have to put in a reverse camera too for him, because he won't be able to see anything with his reverse mirror unless it's about 1 kilometer behind him, because that's his view there. So if you're behind him, that's how small a regular F-Series is behind him. When the bonnet is fully open on an F-Series, it barely reaches the top of his load bed. So it's quite a big truck. As you can see, it's way down there. I had to use a box. I'm 6'4" and I got to use a box to get in this thing. But yes, we did basically, we're gonna do some pedal bending sessions here. We're gonna bend this one a little bit left, bend that one a little bit, and make a bit more space here for the accelerator when we put the tunnel in down here. But other than that, yeah, the Unimog is good to go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're gonna try to do some better videos. Just time, man, load shedding and time. It's difficult to get the damn work done and film when there's so much load shedding in this place. So tonight, this is the last video everyone will get to see of the Unimog before it's painted. We were going to put the painted videos up, but now we're first going to put these up because nobody's seen these videos. So Anna, are you excited?
Very much.
Anna's pumped for you guys. So yeah, check it out. These are some of the videos of how we got to where we are now, and we're about to, the next video will be of the Unimog painted. Correct?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Rock and roll. Check the video out. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Alright, with the Unimog, we've got to extend the fenders. So we've taken off the front fenders here. As you can check, we've made a line here. So from here, all the way out to there, you can see that much there has to be chopped out the fender to stop the front wheels hitting. So what we're going to do is remove this section here, take a section of another fender there so that it looks like a stock Ford fender. The main thing is we don't want it to look like it's been cut, we want it to look like it came from Ford. So we're going to take it, cut it out, then rebuild this piece here so it looks exactly the same. Make sure we use this piece of that fender or whichever one of the two to keep our compound curves here, and then basically get that, fold it down, bend it in, so it's going to just look like the same fender, same angle. So if you imagine it like this, it's going to look like that there. So if you see it there with that piece on top, that's going to be the shape of the fender. It's just going to have this piece here will be removed now on each of the front fenders, but still maintaining this lip here. So that's the main thing, is to maintain this lip so it looks like it came from Ford. Show you guys when we're done. It's nice. It's like 6 in the morning here in Cape Town. Weather's beautiful. Finally getting past this winter crap. You can see the sun is rising. Birds are making a mess. Swamp donkey still waiting and dying. Viking is running. Alright, you can check there now. Cut the fenders to the Unimog. There's the pieces. Now we're going to trim these and make the lip so it looks like it's from the factory. Well, there, as you can see, we've had to cut a massive hole to get everything in, and now that once we've been able to remove most of the unneeded brackets and that, we welded in as much of the old firewall in to match the original F-Series the way it should be, and we've got a little bit of trimming to do there by the blue handbrake spring, and then basically put the tunnel cover on, make clearance, extend the gear levers, and then we're going. Dash got welded, closed up there. We're going to put the air brake lever there. Go up. What do you make it? There's the bin. Okay. Unimog cab is on its way to scrap metal. Well, it's not a real Unimog cab, it's a 508 cab that's trying to clean out my yard here today, so the scrap metal guys are fetching this thing.
Check, there's plenty space, but if the fuse box goes there, you can easily fit the handbrake. Alright?
Fit the what?
Yeah, so you can easily fit the handbrake past the fuse box. I don't know why you're complaining. Plenty space. Almost there, getting ready to paint this thing. Did a couple of test shots with the paint. Didn't like the way it looked, so sanded this down again. Give it another shot now. We're going to get ready to do a final coat. Dealt with a couple of other little issues that we realized we're going to show because of the paint. Tunnel has been done. But next time you see this girl, she won't look like this, that's for sure. Unimog's had the chassis, engine and gearbox painted. As you see, it's all still a bit wet, shiny and crazy. So yeah, that's all done. This is getting ready. We did the radiator shroud in like a stone chip. The whole radiator, inner fenders, inside of the inner fenders, because this one's going to be going a lot of off-road, so we want to make sure that she's protected from the elements. Did the side steps, stone chip those guys, they've also been done now. Then what we did is we decided to stone chip the inside of the fenders as well. So the insides of the fenders have been done to protect them. Because unlike other trucks, people will see the bottom of this truck, so we have to make sure that the bottom of the truck is as good as the top of the truck. And then we did the floor. It's a bit dark in there so you can't see, but the floors we've done. Custom tunnel cover. See, made some progress on the Unimog. The next time you see her, she's now getting ready for her final paint. We also stone chipped the whole bottom of the cab. You can't see it right now, so we just flipped it over. But even the bottom has been done. Okay, we're down to the last stages of the Unimog. She's going into final paint on Monday. We did a couple of test coats with a grey paint. It wasn't covering so well, so we had to sand it down, get it all ready again, fix up a few little areas. But there we go, we're getting ready to paint this thing on Monday. I don't even want to do this video. Alright, Unimog update. Is he making an accelerator cable bracket for this thing? You can see chassis is ready. Busy finishing off the load bed today, getting that ready for primer and paint. Cab's already been primed. It's just got a rough coat now to see what it looks like, because we've got to make sure that it gets painted properly now. And then bonnet, everything, going to get it ready for final coats. Well, here we go. The video everyone's been waiting for. The Unimog. Painted. Everyone wants to know what she's going to look like when she's painted, what kind of paint she's being done in. So, it's like a 3-part hardtop flexi off-road kind of paint. It's designed to be quite tough on the outside, and then it basically flexes with the panels. So, without wasting too much of your time, and by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. We are desperately trying to get to 500 and then 1,000 subscribers. But without wasting too much of your time, this is what she looks like, painted. Bear in mind that it's a loose fit. The panels are not on 100%. We've just kind of put them on roughly at the moment. The hinges are not on the bonnet and everything. But as you can see, it's got a relatively rough texture. Sorry for the lighting, it's not very good in here. So still got to paint things like the bonnet and all that, but you get a rough idea of what she's going to look like when she's done and what the color scheme is. It's basically, like I say, as you can see, this paint, it's got like almost a rubber texture to it. So that's the kind of finish that it has. But overall, she came out pretty good. Very happy with it. The bumper still has to get a piece of sheet metal across the top here. And then, yeah, the customer came, we did a test fit for his steering wheel, so we've got that fitted now where he wants it. And as you can see, it's got an air brake lever. The gear levers have been fitted in with a tunnel. We've had to make some custom pedals to give more space to allow for the left-hand drive. We had to extend the tunnel. As you can check, the tunnel has been made wider so that it can accommodate the diesel motor and the gearbox that's underneath here. And obviously, as you'll notice, it doesn't have a Ford dashboard in. We cut the Ford dashboard out and put in the Unimog dashboard, and it's a left-hand drive dashboard. Looks like we're going to be going with a bench seat for the meantime, with the option to upgrade to 2 single seats if the customer decides to. But there we go. That's her painted. Monday on, we'll start with the wiring and everything. We'll start assembling, putting the glass in. The interior guys are on top of it. I hope so. Ernest, if you're listening. And then the rest of it, like I say, we're still going to just now put the bonnet springs in, line the panels up, get everything where it should be, make sure everything's lined up. The load bed will be getting painted on Monday because we've had to cut holes because she's getting 2 vertical stacks coming up. So we've got to make sure we've cut holes for the stacks to come through the load bed and get attached here. So you'll get to see that next week as well when we take her through to Anton's place and he puts the stacks in, and then she's getting a fuel tank underneath the bottom here and a solid bumper across the back as well. But that's it, the Unimog. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more videos like these, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Next time you see her, hopefully she'll be electrified. We're busy doing the wiring for the Unimog, testing the body relay, because this thing needs to go to, if I understand the lingo correctly of these intelligent people, it needs to convert to 24 volts to start the truck, and then it needs to jump back to 12 volts to run all the gauges, correct?
Correct.
So yeah, so we're busy going through the old harness, getting everything ready to transfer it over to the new harness, which is on the most expensive workshop table we have. And then over here we'll get through this crow's nest this week and keep you posted. Well, as you can see, Anna is busy with the wiring. So, damn crow's nest in here. How the hell he knows what's going on, I don't know. But anyway. There's my interior guys. Ernest. What's his name again?
Anthony.
Anthony. You know, we never see Anthony ever. We always just see Ernest, you know. Got to. So busy measuring everything. Anthony does all the work though. Check now, you clean the floor, but then one of you walk on it.
Magic.
Action. So Mosi, how's it going with the wiring, my bro?
It's going not too bad. We're busy with the dash panel wiring, and then Then we're doing the headlight wiring. So yeah.
We're winning.
Yeah, we're winning always.
How can you be even having a fight with no coffee, bro? We need
Fight.
coffee. No, you can't win if you don't have coffee. So we need coffee.
We need alcohol, not fucking coffee.
We'll have to edit that out.
No.
Check it out, the Unimog. As you can see, the grill is about to get a final coat. All the wiring is done. It's just neatening everything up. The power steering and everything is in. The reservoirs are in for the clutch and brake and master. Door handles, door locks, windows are in. Steps are in. Interior guys have done most of the carpets here. We're just waiting for the backboard tomorrow. That's there. We've got the new cluster panel is here with the 2 single clusters. That's busy going in. Yeah, waiting for the boots to come in there. Glove box is sorted out. So as you can see, the Unimog is taking shape. We've had to go back to single seats instead of double seats. So that allows us to have a center console again. So there's going to be a single seat option now again. That took a little bit extra time to make that again. But as you can see, that's the single cluster that's about to be painted, just making sure all the holes are in. Steering wheel and everything is mocked up in its final position now. Let's just see if we can try a smaller wheel, see how that works. But yes, otherwise you can have an idea that that's going to kind of be there, like that there. Oh no, we'll have a heart attack. Oh. Well, that didn't go according to fucking plan. Sorry, Arno. Wasn't me. Anyway, load bed is done. All the lights are done. I don't want to connect the batteries and burn something out, but all the lights are on, connected. Everything's done. Tomorrow we're going to put the camera in. And then on Thursday she's heading off to get the stacks and the fuel tank put in. Now we leave the windscreen out because it's easier to work in the bonnet through the cab. This thing's so damn high, my back is sore already. Final bolts are here ready to go in to put the fenders back on. Still now I have to just sort out the damn mirrors. They're about to go on as well. So probably gonna put these bastards up here somewhere. Some nice black mirrors. We'll see what else. Alright, I'm not sure when this video is going out because we've been so busy with the truck, but I did promise to show you the guys when she was electrified. So all her lights are working now. Trouble. This is the closest we're getting to an auto electrical video. So you take the 10 spanner, you tighten that one clockwise. If you're in Australia, it's the other way around.
No bullshit.
Shh, don't tell them, bro. And if you're in America, it's probably upside down.
Final day for the Unimog. Just doing some brake bleeding, final testing and stuff. We're just going home today. Finishing the mirror there.